Will Riley has won the Big Ten Sixth Man of the Year award. You've been singing Will Riley's praises for weeks, and I am
Well,
trying to come around on
William.
how good he is.
William.
It's William now?
Yeah, we got accolade. We got accolades now. It's William.
I thought it would go the other way, honestly.
No, William H. Riley the third.
We're giving a middle name, middle initial treatment.
Yes.
What's the H stand for?
If more accolades will unveil that.
Okay, we'll give letters per accolade.
Yeah.
Sixth Man of the Year, Will Riley has been sensational at times this season. I forgot that Sixth Man of the Year was an award, to be honest with you. It's I'm trying to think of who else would have been in contention for this. I mean, Riley only started 3 games, and it was the final 3 games of the regular season. So I assume we just ignore the fact that he's currently in the starting lineup to give this award out. Other names that maybe potentially could have been in consideration here: Jace Richardson, who was on the all freshman team and only started 9 games. Maybe voters have Jace Richardson as 9 games is past the cutoff of how many games you can play, and 3 games is not. I would assume the voters for all Big Ten awards prioritize Jace as a better player than Will Riley. So it must be that if he didn't win Sixth Man of the Year and Will Riley did. Is there anybody else I'm missing, or like was this the obvious choice for Sixth Man of the Year?
I think this was the obvious choice for six man of the year. As you go through like some of the other teams, I mean, look, Maryland has no bench, Ohio State nobody, Rutgers nobody, Northwestern no, Indiana no, Purdue no. There seems to be a real depth issue kind of in the league, to be honest with you. But I think this is deserving for Will Riley, and I think Underwood got his way. He wanted Will Riley to get this award. That's why he brought him off the bench for so long. Good on him.
You think this was intentional?
This was in the plans. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Underwood's moving in silence.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then it's winning time. Back against the wall. Start him at the end of the year, but still don't start him enough.
So like mission accomplished then?
Yeah, Underwood second in coach of the year for this move.
Okay. Maybe. I don't know. Um, so you raise an interesting point with this award, and this is like the one thing I will say that's been a huge strength of Illinois or a positive this season. Um, this season is defined by most of the good teams in the Big Ten having zero depth, right?
Yeah.
Like you mentioned Purdue, Michigan, Maryland, even Wisconsin to an extent. These are teams that you absolutely are like, if you go to the bench at all, you're terrified and it's a liability. So Michigan State winning the league was due to their depth. Illinois, when they've played their best basketball, has been due to their depth. And we've seen guys come in and out of the lineup. They've been able to mostly survive injuries because of the depth that they have. Um, I struggle with this. Will Riley's a starter. He should have been a starter, and he is starting. It's like to call him at the end of the year, we're giving the guy who is now starting and playing great the Sixth Man award because he should have been starting. It's like a little against the spirit of the award to me. Now, again, if there's some rule to this that I don't know, 5 games or less starting, then like by definition, Will Riley is the best player who didn't start 5 games in this conference. But he's currently starting. He has overtaken the guy he should have been starting over all season, Ben Rickhouse, to be a starter. He's currently a starter. And if it's not that, like if we're allowed to give this award to a guy that started games just because he was on the bench for half the season, it should go to Jace, whose team won the league, and Jace has been better than Will Riley.
They
So
started
he started 9 games, but that's less than half the season.
right. I mean, you got to know like what the cutoff because I'm looking at. I actually sorted by some other guys in the statistics category, but sorted by game started.
Yeah.
So there's some other like possible play like Connor Essegian averaged 10 a game for Nebraska. If you want like a good success like UCLA was a team that finished pretty high in the league. Sebastian Mack was really good off the bench.
That's my thing is the spirit of the award to me. It goes to Sebastian Mack, who was never intended to be a star. He started 1 game due to injury, and that's it. I would argue, even when looking at like Illinois, Like the guy that fits this more to me would be Merez, who I understand like started more games than Will Riley by definition, but like you know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's not maybe that doesn't make any sense because Merez is also a freshman and started more. But I feel like all along it's been abundantly transparent that Will Riley is a starter player on this team that just isn't allowed to play the first 4 minutes, but they play him starter minutes and he's the glorified sixth starter. And now he literally is a starter. So I guess if it is just by definition, hey, he's under the cutoff, then yeah, he's the best player, no doubt. I would have almost rather seen him like on the all freshman team though, which is what Jace got, and give the sixth man award to somebody that's a true sixth man, you know?
Yeah, someone that I mean, I'm sorting too by like Big Ten
You know
play.
who my legitimate vote is, and Illinois fans will hate me for this.
Who?
This is my vote. The true sixth man of the year in spirit, who is the sixth man of this conference? It's Jig.
It's Jigathon.
Is he not? He's the best true bench guy in this conference to me.
That is, I mean, that's a good shout, to be honest. I'm not mad at that.
He's come in and swung games. It's another way to honor the team that won the league and didn't underachieve. Like, but again, I guess what did Trey Holloman start? Like 10 games in the non-con?
Yeah.
Like,
As I'm looking at it, honestly, Sebastian Mack is the one who I think has a case here. Like I think that's who it should have went to.
Sebastian Mack is the gripe.
Yeah. I think that's it for me. But like also like not a gripe. Like I think William H definitely deserved it.
Okay.
Um, but if I had to pivot, I just think that it'd be like Sebastian Mack started one game,
Yeah.
played 20 minutes off the bench.
It's just the spirit of the Big Ten Six Man Award is something I want a little intel on at this point. But
Can we get a is where's the can we get like a criteria?
yeah, I don't know. I don't doesn't seem there is one. Now, with all that said, if there is one guy, like out of everyone we have mentioned, Will Riley's the best player of all of them.
Oh yeah.
So if he meets he must meet the criteria to win it in a way that Jace Richardson does not. Jace is the one guy I think would be more deserving, but I I mean impressive accomplishment for what this is arguably like out of everything Illinois got accolades wise, they didn't get many. This is probably the most impressive achievement. Kasparis third team.
Listen, if you are the most talented team in the conference, you win six man awards. Illinois fans are what's the word?
They're vindicated.
Yeah, they're vindicated.
They're proven right.
Yeah, Jake Davis
You know
is
what?
even in second.
Cheers to that, Illinois. Turns out you were right. You're the deepest, most talented team in this league, and Will Riley, sixth man of the year, proves it.
Oh,
William H. Riley.
thank you.